Nvidia stock has started the year on the back foot, but investors now have plenty to be excited about. Can this stock continue to grow as a more digital world is on its way? For anyone new to this channel, my name is Connor and I'm the Senior Market Analyst at the global brokerage firm Zenfinex, providing to you daily videos on market analysis and educational content. I'm going to cover an Nvidia stock price forecast for the upcoming weeks after it has rightfully been trending in the news. Okay, so a very quick intro into Nvidia first, as some people watching may not have come across them before. I did explain in more detail in a previous Nvidia video, so check that out, make sure you check that out. But their website really explains how they pioneered accelerated computing to tackle challenges ordinary computers cannot. They're constantly evolving and adapting, which really I think is credit to their innovation, and are a very innovative company as well. Now, what's the latest with Nvidia? Well, like many of the tech firms this month, they released their Q4 2021 earnings. Nvidia reported revenues of $7.64 billion for the fourth quarter, which is a 53% rise from the previous year. Now, earnings per share was also a beat, there with an EPS of $1.32. The previous was 1.17, again, so another nice increase. And as a whole, this sort of industry has performed well even during the pandemic, and this shows really this is a good industry to have investments in, and Nvidia arguably leads the way. Now, Nvidia also have had a really, I think, high profile win recently. They will be collaborating with Jaguar Land Rover to develop the computer brains and nervous systems for vehicles launching in 2025 and beyond. This is good news. I think this is something that will keep the long-term value of Nvidia stock high and potentially help them to be market leaders. They already have a larger data center business than the likes of AMD. So can they really start to dominate this market? It isn't all good news, it must be said. Investors were understandably disappointed after Nvidia cancelled its $80 billion acquisition of the chip firm called ARM. It's been in the news constantly. This was due really to significant regulatory challenges. Traders were excited about this acquisition, rightfully so, but it must be said that the constant delays, I think, were starting to get frustrating. It was bringing bad headlines to Nvidia, so the cancellation of this could remove any of those bad headlines further down the line, which may not be too much of a bad thing. And to conclude, I think I'd like to reiterate from my previous video that I think Nvidia is a fantastic company to invest in. Their involvement in the digital world makes the growth prospects really high, in my opinion, and I believe this stock is going to make a move to that $300 per share mark pretty soon. Let's take a look at the chart and mark those key levels. Okay then, so on the chart for Nvidia right now, and as you can see, when you actually zoom out on the price action that's going all the way back to 2018, this is a market, this is a stock which is bullish in price, right? Every time we get this sort of dip, it's treated by new all-time high buy-in. So when we had this massive rise from October to November, it was quite natural that we were going to have a pullback, and it's no surprise really that the market has only really pulled back and filled all of the sort of price gaps that we can see, for example, in here and in here as well, these sorts of price gaps. And I think now, I mean, it even filled this little gap that we had here. The market always comes to balance out and be efficient in price. The markets always do that no matter what market you're studying. So I think that if I move those drawings, we filled all the price inefficiency from this rise. So we're ready to place a trade for buying opportunities for Nvidia. Now, where can we actually get in? Well, let's go on the 4-hour chart and let's have a look what we actually see. Now, we see the market form this double bottom slash, let's say it's a higher low, I prefer to call it, and we've had this expansive move to the upside. Hasn't left behind too much price inefficiency as such, but what I actually like the play of, if I go into the daily again, sorry, is we do have this little gap in the market, right? And when we look at this gap in the market, I'd like to see Nvidia stock fill this gap, and you'll like this as well. When I put on the moving averages, it happens to be just where that 200-day moving average is. So we get a filling of this gap, this price inefficiency, up at around down at around 230, should I say? And then I'll be looking to go long, maybe at the 50%, with my stop loss sitting just below what I like to call the base of the market, where I can't see the market going below. If it does go below, which I could be wrong, of course. If it does go below, then we're the trend has shifted, and we'd be bearish on this stock. And then for me, the targets over the next few weeks is, number one, is I'm looking at this 300 level. Let's move that over a bit so you can see. That's take profit number one. And take profit number two, for me, is the highs. I think we could be looking at new all-time highs for Nvidia. I do really believe in the company, and I think this is a really fantastic buying opportunity if we can get that fall below. The 300 take profit level gives you a 2.88 risk reward trade. The 346, the all-time highs, give you a 4.9 risk reward trade. So that's my play for Nvidia. If we do get a fall below, as I said, I'll be looking for selling opportunities, as we would be bearish on this stock. But as I said before, I think it's a fantastic company to invest in. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you buoyed by the Q4 earnings, or are you put off by the cancellation of the acquisition from ARM? I'm interested to see what people think about this stock. I think it's a fantastic company, and this is why I'll be putting these buying trades on pretty much as soon as I get off this video. So I hope you've all enjoyed this forecast video for Nvidia stock. I hope you have liked and subscribed to our channel as well. It does help boost our channel numbers, and we do greatly appreciate the growth that we're seeing on this channel as well. Other than that, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I'll catch you all for the next forecast videos, which will be next week. Cheers, guys.